All right, so I'm gonna record this video with my iPad, even though quality-wise, it's not where I want it to be. And then, like, y'all know when like an old person, this is completely off topic of what I'm talking about today. Y'all know when an older person gets a cell phone and they are taking like their first selfie ever, the selfies look like this. Like they got all this space above their head and their face be down in the corner. That's how this video is gonna look today. Right, TT. So I wanted to make a video, and I'm having to keep my eyes on Tegan because, you know, if you don't look at her, she feels like, you know, hey, look at me. See me. See me. Don't look at my psoriasis. See me. But, so I wanted to make a video about the NFL stuff that's come out. There was a report that came out a couple of days ago saying that owners or something voted on the new policy for the upcoming season that, if players protest by taking a knee, then they would be fined. Is that what it's called? They'll be fined 15 yards? They'll be penalized. Penalized 10 or 15 yards. And they're doing this as a way to deter players from protesting. Obviously, we all know the whole story with Colin Kaepernick and taking a knee to fight racial injustice within the United States and how y'all's president doesn't really like that. We know all of that. That's given. And so some players have been doing it. You know, it's really been a huge debate. Now, I don't watch sports of any kind. You know, just honestly speaking, there's nothing entertaining for me about guys playing with balls for 2 hours. I mean, because at the end of the day, for me, that's all it is, and I don't get any entertainment out of that. I don't watch. I can watch if I'm in person at a game, but even when I'm in person, I'm not paying for a ticket to go to any kind of sporting. She's not crying, just in case y'all was wondering. That's just what she does when you're not looking at her. I'm not paying for money to go to a sporting event for something I'm not interested in. So I don't really care left or right how all of this works out. But what I'm noticing is, I think what people have to understand, and I'm speaking mostly to those of you who watch football, I think what most of you have to acknowledge is that there is a clear indication, if this report is true, there's a clear indication from those who are in power regarding the NFL that they don't see value in the core of what these protests stood for. They don't think it should be done. They don't, you know, it's just not important to them. And for a lot of people, it's a sign of disrespect, the fact that you would kneel during the national anthem. I mean, but you know, we don't talk about the other verses of the national anthem. We don't talk about why the national anthem was even sung at sporting events to begin with. And a lot of people they have more respect for a piece of cloth that's red, white, and blue than they have for lives that are not white. I mean, you know, just plain and simple. There are people who do not value lives of color. And so they believe that the colored flag is more important than the colored lives, you know, real talk. So I think that those of you who watch sports, you have to understand that that's the message that the NFL, the owners, whomever is in power regarding all of this, that is the message that they are sending y'all. They don't believe that there is validity in these protests. They don't believe that there is injustices when it comes to the racial climate of the country. You know, they don't believe that. They don't see it, or they just don't want to acknowledge it because it's not important to them and it doesn't affect them. So at this point, as somebody who's completely on the outside, I feel like all of you people who watch the NFL, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice that either you're going to stand for something or shut up. And I feel like at this point, those are y'all's only two options. I feel like your option now is, if you are seeing that this organization that you just are so tied to and you have to watch every Sunday, that this organization is clearly telling you, not the players, the organization is clearly telling you, we don't value the protest. We don't think that what they're saying is important. If you feel like that's wrong, you have to stop watching football if you want to see a change. But I know that for some of you, for a lot of you, you are going to continue to watch these games and continue to complain, which to me seems quite purposeless. I don't see the purpose in you complaining about the fact that the NFL is setting these standards, complaining at the fact that they're trying to penalize Colin Kaepernick, penalize any player who wants to protest, but you're still watching the games. I don't understand it. That doesn't make any sense to me. If there was an issue happening with something that I had an interest in, but my core values were feeling conflicted because this thing that I like is not aligning with my core values, I'm going to take a stand and I'm going to choose my core values over that thing that's not paying me any money. You know, none of y'all are getting paid by the NFL. At the end of the day, it's just entertainment. That is all it is. It is just entertainment. NFL is not enriching, to my knowledge. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not going to change my mind. To me, the NFL is not enriching any of your lives. And I probably have said this in a video already, but I don't think I posted it to YouTube, but this one's going on YouTube. The NFL is not doing anything for you but entertaining you for those 2 hours and giving you a topic of conversation in the barbershop and anywhere else where you're wearing paraphernalia that displays whatever team you like. That is all it's doing. If somebody feels like the NFL is doing something other than that, holler at me and let me know. Now, I'm not talking about like scholarships. I'm talking about you, the person who you definitely ain't going to college. I'm talking about the regular person, okay? The NFL is doing nothing for you but entertaining. You watch these boys, men, throw these balls around, shoot these balls, kick these balls, and that's entertaining to you, and that's fine. However, the organization that is over all of that entertainment does not believe that a stand needs to be taken in regards to racial injustices. And to me, I don't understand it because it's like you're taking a knee. That is all it is. Like, why is it, there are people in this country who have a hard time. Yes. There are people in this country who have a hard time accepting when we get out of line. When we are not doing things the way that they feel like we should do it, they have a problem with that. And we're not going to even act like this is just an NFL thing. This is a life thing because people experience this on the job. When you are doing something that the person who is over you feels like you should not be doing, and it's not hurting anybody, and you're taking a stand for what you believe in, they have a problem with those kinds of things. Knowing all of that, NFL watchers, sports watchers, people who go to the games, what are y'all going to do at this point? If all you're going to do is complain, save your breath. Because complaining does not make a change. It doesn't. The only thing that's going to make a change is y'all standing up and doing something different. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. And all of y'all look insane when I see all of y'all complaining on social media and hear conversations where y'all are just complaining about the stuff that the NFL is doing, but you're still watching. How much sense does that make? Make it make sense, as Monique would say. Because I love you for real. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this. I'm not watching. I haven't watched. I'm not going to start watching. I don't care if the Panthers make it to the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. Okay? So y'all let me know what y'all think. Rate, like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all getting 2 videos in a day. Feeling good. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.